Hello friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to come to you today again to talk about a recent news story. I normally wouldn't do this, but this is very important because this informs what I talk about on these videos, on the blog, and in my book, Dark World Light Work, which is available for purchase. And I want to talk about the recent news story regarding Robin Rihanna Fenty. And a woman who allegedly shot at her house. This woman is a victim of MK Ultra. With or without her knowledge, Miss Fenty has been sending this woman subliminal messages via her publicity. She is somehow and some way baiting this woman into a perceived interaction. So she has put this woman into a position where the woman believes that she is specifically speaking to her or about her when she says certain things, when she drops certain words or talks about certain topics. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be her talking about it. It's just what is suggested by the storyline that plays out for her in the press. There are plenty of people online and other places who talk about this. I am one of them, which is why I don't mention the names of the celebrities who targeted me, because I don't want them to get any more attention. What they try to do is bait people into a reaction. Most of the time, the reaction is online and they get energy from that. Sometimes the reaction is online and the person has a platform, and then every once in a while the person will act out, and most of the time the people act out against those who are around them. These celebrities will make the person so angry that they'll just snap at somebody in their neighborhood, or they'll think that their neighbors are targeting them, or that the person who's outside walking their dog is actually against them. This is what these people do. And when somebody snaps and goes for one of them directly, that's big news for the media, and they love that. Back in the 80s, before they tweaked the MK Ultra that they use, celebrities were getting actually murdered more often. The people were programmed to just kill. And nowadays with the internet, they just talk about people online. But you could probably look on YouTube and put any celebrity's name in. And especially the bigger the name, the more people feel this way about them trying to interfere with their brain waves. And I know it seems kind of confusing, but it's really not. And the reason why they do this is power dynamic. They also do it oftentimes to steal content. In my case, they did it to steal content. I don't know what the case is for this woman, but I know that the woman obviously snapped, and she snapped for a reason, and she snapped at this particular pop star for a reason. And it is not because she's just a crazy person who has a problem. It's because this pop star, with or without her knowledge, baited this woman into this reaction via her actions and her storyline that is perpetrated in the media, or perpetuated, whatever that word is. And she is not the only one. You can, again, like I said, you can look on YouTube. There's plenty of people, plenty of celebrities. And the bigger the celebrity, the more people are saying this about them. And I really do want to speak out about this kind of thing, because once a person does snap, they become vilified and they really cease to have a voice. And I do speak for those types of people. I speak for the voiceless, and because I didn't snap and because I refused to snap, that is why my life was targeted in such a way. This is why it is very important for me to speak out, because this is very, very serious. What they did to this woman, what they do to people, they also did to my father, and he snapped. And I know that these people felt that because he snapped that I probably would as well, but they were wrong. They didn't know who they were messing with. They were messing with a conduit to the Holy Ghost. They thought a regular person. And that is where they failed. And that is why I am here to call them out on what they do, and to bring the people who are responsible for this sort of brainwashing to justice, because they do it for headlines. They do it for money, and they do it to put fear even into the talent. That at any second, anybody could do anything. And they prove that over and over again. And we'll see that going forward And that is all I have to say right now. Okay, love you. Bye.